The story commences with our protagonist, Gray, pondering the reason for his untimely death. He reflects on his last moments, recalling that he was alone in his chamber, contemplating the grandeur of the city beyond his window. Gray contemplates whether he was the victim of an assassination or poisoned, as he is aware that many individuals desired his death due to his status as the king. As Gray delves deeper into his thoughts, he begins to reflect on his birth. However, he finds himself unable to recall any specific details or memories of the event. Despite this, he is able to comprehend the language spoken by those around him. As he reflects on his parents, Gray describes his mother as a radiant and gentle woman, who exuded a maternal warmth and love. He recalls his father, Art, as a strict and serious individual, with sharp jaws and furrowed brows. As Gray surveys his surroundings, he finds himself perplexed and confused by the unfamiliar location. He struggles to piece together any clues that might aid in his understanding of where he currently is and how he arrived there. The confusion and uncertainty only compound Gray's already heavy heart as he grapples with his untimely death and the mysteries surrounding his birth and current whereabouts. As several weeks pass by, Gray, our protagonist, begins to gain a greater understanding of his family. He reflects on his mother, Alice, as a kind-hearted and warm individual, while recognizing his father, Reynolds, as a charismatic and well-liked man. However, despite the love and warmth of his family, Gray finds himself unable to overcome his enemies, as he feels trapped within his own physical body, akin to a prison of flesh. Gray begins to realize that he has been transported to a bygone era, where weapons are carried openly by the public. The revelation of this unfamiliar time period only adds to his confusion and distress as he struggles to come to terms with his current situation. The harsh reality of this violent era clashes with the fond memories he has of his loving family, leaving Gray to ponder the reasons behind his sudden displacement in time. Further, Gray explains that he wasn't proud of himself in the past, even though he had carried out his duties and responsibilities as a king. However, he is now proud of himself in this present world. As he looks at his small body in the mirror, Gray thinks that the name Art is a little too cute for a former king. Little Art is proud of his adorable body and thinks that he can charm any lady with his cute appearance. After Alice gives him a kiss and leaves him to sleep, Art wakes up and starts his first mission. He struggles to throw out a cushion and move his small body out of the cradle, but finally, he jumps out of the cradle onto the cushion. He further strategizes that he has only 2 hours before his mother wakes up, so he needs to return quickly. Hiding from his mother, little Art finally crawls to a room filled with books and he finally succeeds in his first mission. Further, little Art describes that the continent Dicathan where he was born consisted of 3 major kingdoms: Elenoir, the 11th kingdom located deep in the forest; Darv, the vast and underground kingdom as the residence of small people or dwarves; and Sapin, the human kingdom, which is obviously the most populated region in Dicathan. He further explains that both this present and the past world are ruled by monarchs, but in this world, rulership is passed down rather than being earned. He also got to know that the present world is underdeveloped compared to the past world, and the reason behind this is that in this world, magic exists. Our protagonist Gray describes that the force existing in this world is mana, which is present around everybody, whereas in his world, they used to have Kai. He explains that the power to control mana is rarely genetically found in 1 out of 100 people. Gray describes that mana can be used in 2 ways, augmenting and conjuring. The people who augment their bodies with mana to get incredible defense power and speed are called augmenters, whereas the people who emit mana from their bodies to the outside world to bend their surroundings to their own will are called conjurers, both having their own weaknesses. He explains that his mother was called a deviant as she was an emitter, a rare kind of mage having restorative magical powers to heal someone. Further, he explains that in this magic world, mage powers are awakened during adolescence as their mana core manifests during this period. Our little Art then tries to use his Kai skills to manifest mana in his body. While he was concentrating, his mother finds him and takes him out to change his diaper. Gray reflects on how he has to learn to control his powers and how it will be a long journey ahead, but he is determined to learn and become strong. He looks forward to the challenges and adventures that lay ahead as he continues to explore this new world, filled with magic and new possibilities. Moving on, we can see Alice writing about her son Art's growth in a diary. She wants her baby Arthur to be adorable, but after seeing her husband Ray training him, shocked Alice uses her motherly instincts and lectures Ray. She further writes that Art is more fond of shining gems and merchants' magical items than being an adorable baby. 2 years later, our protagonist Gray is looking out of the window, observing that his father Ray is chanting something and concentrating very hard. As his father conjures the rock with his mage power, it fascinates our protagonist and he thinks that he will do something big, but after his father just moves the rock, he got disappointed. After he got to know that his father is an augmenter, he can't wait for his mana core to manifest. But soon when he tries to move down the window, his body trembles as he is only a child. When his mother tries to take him to nap, he uses his cute baby power, and with his shining eyes, he finally succeeds in winning her over and getting her to let him stay up. Gray reflects on how he will have to learn to control his powers and how it will be a long journey ahead, but he is determined to learn and become strong. He looks forward to the challenges and adventures that lay ahead as he continues to explore this new world, filled with magic and new possibilities. As his mother steps out of the room, Baby Art again tries to awaken his mana core, but being unaware of his huge mana power, he concentrates too much power that their home explodes from his mana power. This enormous power of Small Art made both of his parents utterly shocked. His mother cries for him as she thinks her baby is in danger. Ray remembers that Little Art is still there in the fire, which is very dangerous for him. Hence, caring for his son, Ray, without thinking about himself, runs fast towards the mess to save his little son. The scene ends with Ray running towards the fire. The fate of his son is unknown. This ends this part of the recap. I am going to create another recaps in the meantime. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with all your friends and relatives. At last, leave a comment down below with the word Little Art if you want to let me know that you want me to make further parts. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Don't forget to tune in next time as we explore the exciting journey of Little Art and his adventures in the magical world of Dickathon. See you soon.